You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Welcome back to our third weekly newsletter from your 5P Cooperation Negotiation Leads. Today, it's about the power of relationships. Yes, in healthcare, it's all about data: patient data, science data, trial data, cost data. Therefore, a legitimate amount of our efforts has to go into getting those data right and providing them to whoever needs them in a timely fashion. Researchers, doctors, regulators, and payers work on this on a daily basis. But in a super competitive and complex environment, we often forget the people involved. In the midst of the pressure to be first and to win, the importance of the human element to deliver those results often gets neglected. Here's why. In a highly scientifically driven environment like healthcare that is even amplified today by the use of AI and machine learning, we tend to forget the human touch. Dr. Eric Topol, however, challenges us to take on a different view. As machines get smarter and take on suitable tasks, humans might actually find it easier to be more human because they take on repetitive tasks that can be easily automated and hence free up our time so that we can reinvest that time in our relationships towards each other. In our experience at 5P Healthcare Solutions, important deals and alliances rarely fail because the data wasn't good enough or because the money got in the way. It is because people get upset at each other through a lack of trust. In turn, as described in the first two newsletters, it's the little things that build trust: hearing and understanding interests and co creating options together, being reliable in your responses back, honoring your commitments, be it only the promise to revert with an answer in the agreed upon timeframe. It's about walking the talk and investing time for that dinner before or after the meeting that we often cut short because we say, well, we only go to the meeting to listen to the important conversation that we think is important, and then we miss out on the social component, where oftentimes in our experience, maybe let's say after 50% of the deal is made before and after the real formal meeting. People connect with people, not with data. Now, not one actor alone can know it all, can do it all. Medicine and biology have grown so complex, and the armamentarium of new therapeutics became so rich, and our globally connected smart world has accelerated so much so that it became hard to keep track and stay competitive. That is true for large companies, hospitals, health insurances, as well as for smaller startups, just the same way. It became a matter of survival, actually, survival of the fittest, because in the future, those actors will win a negotiation and a competition who deliver consistent value to their stakeholders. Innovation happens at the intersections. One key attribute on that path is to proactively manage and invest time in building bridges across those sectors and across those intersections. It's done by decentralizing your organization and supporting your leaders who operate at these intersections. It's about leaders working alongside their teams, sometimes also referred to as servant leadership. Practically speaking, this could mean don't cut off your people if they need slightly more budget to pay for that extra overnight and arrive a day early so that they can actually join that pre meeting dinner. With a top down culture, that's hard to achieve. A culture change towards participative and shared leadership is what makes network leadership a reality. Managing complexity and breaking down silos along the fragmented care delivery value chain in healthcare are therefore paramount to success. There's a plethora of examples out there that demonstrate on a large scale that public private partnerships are the future, be it the COVID-19 Coalition, the Pancreatic Cancer Coalition in Europe, the Antimicrobial Resistance AMR Action Fund as examples in healthcare, or the SpaceX project with NASA outside of it. Not everyone can be part of such a large alliance, of course, but the principles behind of these multinational, multi-stakeholder platforms are just the same for your own smaller scale reality. Are you aware of the key intersections and stakeholders outside of your own remit that you need to actually build bridges towards and make your project finally a success? What is the first step you can take And what's that first impression you can make to build trust? Forging novel partnerships that involve multiple stakeholders is what will make healthcare of the future successful. In order for you to be prepared for your first encounter or any subsequent interactions, here are the 3 prep questions around relationships that can help you. How do I value this relationship in the long run? What are the implications of my decisions today for this relationship in the future? Which are the relevant 5P stakeholders that I can involve to add value to the project? At 5P Healthcare Solutions, we catalyze novel relationships with you and provide meaningful negotiation coaching skills to you so that you can actually create more value for you and your clients. Next week, we'll be providing you with a summary of the first 3 and an overall 7 steps that we've explored so far: interest, options, relationships, and we add on a 4th one: legitimacy. Cooperation is the new winning in healthcare. My name is Verena Volter. I'm the CEO and founder of 5P Healthcare Solutions and the author of It Takes 5 to Tango in Healthcare: From Competition to Cooperation.